In our last tutorial, we added architectural wall load on our beam members in our structural model for this project open in Orion 18 software. So the load they are depicted by purple by purple color of the beam. So all the beams that are purple color, architectural wall load has been added to it. You can see this beam is not purple in color. It means that it does not carry any architectural wall load. The slab at the front of the building, they are restrained by 3 beams. There's any beam along the edges, and I wanted to apply draft architectural wall load at the perimeter, but I was not able to apply because I didn't have beam along that edge. So instead of applying load on beam, I will apply the load on the slab directly. You can do this in Orion 18 software by going to the member toolbar. This is the member toolbar, the item from this pick cursor to the plane definition, and in the member toolbar we have slab load button. So if I click on it, the slab load property pops up, and you can see it has one tab, and in the tab you will see that you can specify 3 different types of load on slab elements. You can specify point load, uniformly distributed line load, or an area load on the slab. We have some dimension we use to specify the load on the slab. We have E1, E2. I'm going to explain E1, E2 to use very soon. We also have W1. W1 is the magnitude of the load. We are currently on point load. I can change it to line load. If I change to line load, you see we have more parameters that we need to specify to use the line load option in this dialog box. So I want to apply line load at the perimeter of my slab. Actually, I want to apply line load along the grid line of the slab. This black grid line. I want to apply line load from column to column along the grid line of the slab. I want to apply a draft architectural wall of 1.5 meters. To all this specification E1, E2, B1, W1, W2, I'll click on this help button here so to show you how it is specified. So this is like a slab panel, and this rectangle here denotes an area load. Actually, see it not just as an area load, see it as a point load or a line load. So if it's an area load, it will have B1, B2, E1, E2. If it's a line load, it will only have one B dimension, either B1 or B2, and it will have a E1 and E2 dimension. The load is referenced from the left corner of the slab panel. So from that's what you should know. This E1 and E2, they are referenced from the left hand corner of the slab panel. So we have B, like if I have a line load in the X direction, so I won't have a B2 dimension. So it will only be a B1 dimension, and also the E1 and E2 will be the E1 will be the distance of the beginning of that line load from my grid line intersection, from my vertical grid line, from my vertical grid line at this intersection. While E2 will be the distance of the line load from my horizontal grid line intersection. So I hope you understand all these dimensions. So I'll close this window now, and I want to apply a line load on the slab. So I'm currently on the uniformly distributed line load button. So I want to apply on this panel. I want to apply load on the panel, and the grid intersection is this column intersection. So what I will do now, I will specify from if I'm to apply the line load from this column to column, my E1 will be it will be 115. That is I want my load to start from this corner of from this face of the column here to this face of the column. So my E1 will be distance from the intersection of the grid line to the face of the column, which is 115. You know that 115, 230 over 2 is half of 115. So my E1 will be 115. My E2 will be 0 because I'm not moving. I'm applying the load at this point. E2 will be 0. My B1 is the length of the load. We know that from center to center from grid line 2 to grid line 3 is 5 meters. However, I'm applying the load from the face of the column. So 5 meters minus 230. Using my calculator, 5 meters minus 230 equals to 4770. So you enter 4770 there, and the load type is dead load. The block wall is dead load. You can change it. If it's an imposed load, you can change it here. Just click this arrow. Now it's on live load, but it's a dead load. So I'll set it at dead load. So to calculate the value of the line load, our line load will be the self weight, the weight of the wall in kilonewton per meter square times the height of the wall. And for my previous tutorial, I told you that the weight of my wall is 3.5 kilonewton per meter square, and my is 3.5 kilonewton per meter square. And for my draft wall, we are using 1.5 meters. So I'm going to use my calculator. Also, the load is the weight of the wall times the height of the wall. So using your calculator, it will be 3.5, which is the weight of the wall, times the height of the wall, which is 1.5. So this is 5.25. So my W1 and W2 will be 5.25. 5.25. Actually, W1 is the value of the load at the beginning of the load, or your line load. W2 is the value of the load at the end of the load. So if you set different value, that means you have a trapezoidal load. If the value is the same, you have a uniform distributed load. So now, if I should click I need to click this intersection. So if I should click this button here, this is a two panel where we have controls that will help us select point on our screen, like intersection node, endpoint node, and all that. So these are intersection controls. So I've activated it. I should be unfortunately I cannot select this middle point, but you might not have this toolbar on your screen. To activate this, please you go to you go to setting, you go to a toolbar customize, and you click in the object. Make sure you check the object snap. Once you check it, click close, you will see this toolbar appear on your screen. So this is currently activated, but I cannot actually still select this node. So what I'll just do, I'll click a point close to the node, and I'll stretch to the other points of the column, to the intersection of the column. You see the load is not contained entirely in a slab. The reason why is that is because I could not accurately specify the intersection of the, I could not accurately specify the intersection. I just noticed this something. My B1 updated. I wanted my B1 to be 477. So I can see here the load is extending out of the face of the column. So I think I will enter 4770 and I will update. Wow. Now the load is applied on that slab, which is very good. You do the same thing for the other panel. So click somewhere close to the intersection, can zoom to it so it'll be more accurate when you're selecting it. So I'll click on it, I'll stretch to the other intersection. Every time I'm applying the load, I don't know, my B1 changes to 5 meters. But I'll change it to 4700 and I will update. So I've updated it. Now the load is properly applied. I think when you select the length from intersection to intersection, Orion 18 picks that value as 5 meters for you automatically. So you should note that. So I will select this intersection to this point. I am 18 change my B1 value to 5 meters again. However, I don't want to be at 5 meters. I want it to be 4770. I'll click on update. I'll do the same thing for this slab panel here. Update the value to 4770. Update. From center of this green line of the green line at the green line 6 and 6A. The distance from green line 6, the total distance from green line 6 to green line 6A is 2.5. You remember 2.5 meters. So our distance from the face of the column will be 2.5 meters minus 230 mm, like 2,500 minus 230. So use my calculator to compute that. 2,500 minus 230, we have 2270. So what I will do now, I will click this grid intersection. I will extend to this point. Orion gives me the value as B1 equals to 2,500, which is the distance between my two grids. But I'll change the value to 2270 and I will update. So the load will be properly applied now. I'm not applying my load here because I have a beam here. Okay, I have a beam here and the beam is not carrying wall load. Thank you for watching this tutorial. I've come to the end of it. In our next tutorial, we have come to the end of the tutorial. I've applied the line load on the slab. The line load it models the architectural wall at the perimeter of the building. In our next tutorial session, I'm going to show you how to draw how to draw section lines on this first floor drawing. How to draw the section line and generate the section drawing. So watch out for that video. Thank you for watching.